All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for some VR flying, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. We're in Las Vegas Airport, McCarran International, McCarran, Las Vegas Airport. Um, First, we'll fly around Las Vegas a little bit. We might go to Area 51. I don't know. We'll see. Which is north, northwest of Las Vegas, 80 miles. Um, I don't know how am I going to look at the chat. How am I going to look at the chat? Maybe periodically I'll kind of look at it, from time to time. Um, you know, so bear with me with a chat. It'll be something I'll have to look at periodically, just to see what you guys are saying. All right, well, there we go. Hope you guys can hear the sound. Hope it sounds good. All right, let's go. Nice liftoff. Flaps up. Gears up. My God, looks terrible. Just because I'm using a medium rendering. Let me see something. What if we do this? How about this? See what happens. Okay, I select quality. Now let's say we select rendering to high. Okay. And then let's save and go back. And then let's see what happens. Actually, it's not bad. It's still good. Actually, I'll be damned. You know, this gaming laptop, it's this gaming laptop, it's surprising me. It's still good. So I'm using deep learning, super sampling on quality mode, which is, scaling resolution to quality mode, and then high-end rendering. Let's go a little bit higher. Let's see. Not bad. Not bad. It's not perfect, but it's not bad either. If you know what I mean. Hold on. I think this microphone is too close. Hold on. Hold on a second. There's something I gotta do here, which I forgot to do. There we go. Hold on. Sorry about that. You have to remember, I'm blind. I have no idea what's going on my computer. Once I put these VR headsets on. Sorry about that. But now I can see. Hey, this is not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. It's just been busy, Cammy. How you doing? Are you ready for... Are you ready for Ghost of Yotei? Oh, Boosteroid's been nothing short of perfection. Spend the entire month testing it as you will see in all those videos and live streams, not one single issue. I mean, considering it's coming from a small company, you know, from Ukraine, which is more than I can say for a big corporation like Nvidia, right? On their 5080 release upgrade, people were not able to connect to the servers, man. I mean, that's all you need to know. A big giant corporation like Nvidia. Oh, this big upgrade, RTX 5080, and nobody was able to connect to RTX 5080 servers. Not to mention $20 a month. Limitation on the hours that you can only play, right? So you're paying $20 a month, plus you have to keep an eye on hours that you have left, and there's only 8 hours per session. And when you go over your 100 hours, you have to pay $7 for additional 15 hours. I mean, to me, the clear winner here, it's Boosteroid. Plus, on GeForce Now, you cannot play PlayStation games. On a Boosteroid, I can play everything. From God of War, Ragnarok, the original God of War, Days Gone, Ghost of Tsushima, you name it. I can play The Last of Us Part 1, Part 2 Remastered. I can play everything on a PC. I mean, on a Boosteroid. I can play all the Rockstar games. I mean, for only $9.89, I mean, right, Cammy, you don't have to be a brain surgeon. You don't have to be a brain surgeon to see the obvious difference. Oh, you had a cold? Yeah, man, this is the flu season. Hey, what's up, Brendan? How you doing? This is the flu season, brother. The flu season, it's, you know, especially up in Canada, man. The winter gets there much quicker, right? Because this is October, you know. Summer, it's over pretty much. We're in a week of October right now. So you're skipping Ghost of Yetei. I don't know. I really thought about checking it out, Kemi. I don't know. I like that female character. I don't know what it is. I love my female characters, you know. I'm a sucker for female characters. So there's something about that female character. I don't know what it is about her. She's very interesting. Her story is very interesting, and it's appealing to me. So we'll see. I haven't made a decision yet, Kemi. But we'll see. I know it's on Thursday, maybe Friday. We'll see. I'll make a decision within this week. But I'm very tempted. And I don't blame you if you don't watch it, Kemi. I don't blame you if I do decide to play it. I don't blame you if you don't watch it. But I'm kind of intrigued, to say the least. Absolutely, Kemi. I think it's a great option for people who can't afford, like me and Brendan. We cannot afford a high-end PC. You know, we're kind of stuck with what we're stuck with. So it's really great for guys like me and him. You know, for people who can't afford high-end PCs. And it's also kind of cool if you don't have enough SSD space, right? If you don't have enough solid state drive space, on your PC, right? Like Shuki was saying, he has a pretty good PC, right? But Shuki was saying, you know what? I think it's nice if I can just go ahead and see how this game is. So that way I don't waste my time downloading a 100 gigabyte file or a 150 gigabyte file. Let me check out this game, see how it is in 4K, whether or not I want to download it or not download it. I think there's also that benefit too, that you can get from Boosteroid. And it's only $9.89, man. Like I keep telling people, it's, I don't know how much cheaper do they want. Like it's $9.89, man. It's not the end of the world, you know. And yes, they are bringing ultra wide screen, Kemi. They are bringing ultra wide screen. They're just testing right now. Ultra wide screen is next year, so they will support ultra wide screen at a high frame rate with these new GPUs and CPUs. That's coming. Their main focus is the data centers, so that way you can have a good experience with low latency. The ultra wide is coming. They're working on that. High dynamic range is coming. They're working on that. VR, they're looking into that as well. They're looking into virtual reality as well. So there's a lot of good things happening with Boosteroid. And honestly, Kemi, I'm doing this to help them. I'm not really like doing this for myself. I'm doing this to help the company, to spread the word. I dedicated this entire month trying to, even right now, you see these banners. It's to spread the word about, you know, this service. Because there's a lot of misinformation, Kemi, out there. People who haven't tried the service, they're making false statements and they're saying that the service doesn't work, the service is garbage and all this kind of nonsense. And I just felt like, man, I need to clear the airways. I need to let people know the truth, the facts. Let me try the service. And, you know, and that's what I did.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 1, right to JetBlue 2348.
Oh, it's a little bit bumpy. Oh. Okay, let me just park here for a little bit so we can chat. So we can chat a little bit. Hold on. Not a bad landing, you know. Hey, did you hear about the PlayStation? You are like a... Listen, Kemi, I know you're on a PC right now, but I know you still love PlayStation. There's still part of you that loves PlayStation. But you are the prophet. I was thinking about you earlier today. You are a prophet. I'm gonna have to call you a prophet of PlayStation. And hear me out. You've been saying this for a long time, that Microsoft Flight Simulator will be coming to PlayStation 5. And you also predicted that there will be a PlayStation VR 2 version of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. You predicted that Indiana Jones and Forza Horizon and Gears, and you also predicted Halo. So you predicted a lot of things for PlayStation, dude. So, man, your predictions were spot on, brother. When it comes to PlayStation. I mean, spot on. I was like, dude, who predicted PlayStation VR 2, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 coming 2026? There's one guy, it's you, man. You predicted it. So what are you playing now? Legend of Zelda, Breath of Wild? That's a good game, dude. Yes, ultra wide, man. You know, it's like this guy yesterday. He never tried the VR and he's talking crap about the VR. He never tried the ultra wide and he's trying to tell me and Shuki why the ultra wide sucks. I was like, dude, you haven't even tried the ultra wide. How could you say that the ultra wide sucks, but you never even tried it, man? I just don't understand some people, Kemi. They're so short-minded. Like, you haven't even tried something, but you're already talking crap about it, right? I guarantee you the same individual, whose name I don't want to mention, if he had purchased a ultra-wide screen today, 50-inch, he would change his mind immediately. He would have changed his mind immediately. If he had purchased a MetaQuest 3 and he was flying like I'm flying right now today in Las Vegas, Nevada, landing here on a Nellis Air Force Base, he would have changed his mind immediately. You know, I always tell people, like I said in my previous video, it's okay if you have an opinion and you try the product. I might not agree with you, but I respect your opinion because you tried the product. Cool. But when people never even try the product and they're just talking trash about it and making false statements, I just don't understand that, man. Help me understand, Kemi, the mindset of individuals who do that. Like, I never talk about the PS5 Pro because I haven't tried it yet, so I don't have any rights to talk about the PS5 Pro. I want to have a PS5 Pro, but I can't have any opinions about the PS5 Pro because I don't have it. You know, and I don't have the right to talk about it. I can't talk about Nintendo Switch 2 because I don't have it. I haven't tried it. It's not fair for me to make any kind of statements about either Nintendo Switch 2 or PS5 Pro because I haven't tried it. So, you know, to me, that's very important, man. I have changed. I have changed, man. In the past 12 years, I've changed. I've come to realization it's not okay to talk about something that you haven't at least tried or at least experienced, right? That's just the way I look at it, you know. Oh, the Wolverine trailer, dude. I love it. I love it, man. I saw it on the what was it? State of Play. Hold on. It was on the State of Play. I've seen it on State of Play. I like the guy. I like the voice. I like the character. It's Insomniac, man. You know they're not going to screw this up. It's going to be a huge, huge success. And please, God, let me have a PS5 Pro. Please, God. I need it next year. I need a PS5 Pro, like, badly next year. I really do. Because, come on. Grand Theft Auto 6, Wolverine, and all the other games. So I'm super excited for 2026, man. PS5 looks really good next year. Man, I have to say, PS5 Pro and PSVR 2, PS5 Pro and PSVR 2 looks pretty good next year. All you need is that one console, man. Honestly, you just need PS5 Pro and you're good to go, man. But that's, you know, me looking at it from a perspective of what's included. Considering all of these games are included. To me, that's a great value. I know I don't have the console with me. I don't have it. I haven't purchased it. But the features that it has, the amount of games that are available, to me, it's easy purchase from my perspective. But yeah, Wolverine looks amazing. Really? Well, that's interesting. So it had some upgrades, but it's slimmer. Interesting. All right, guys, let's take off. Okay, we need to turn around. We're on a Nellis Air Force Base. But do you know, like, what's different? Like, are these upgrades really worth? Or is it just a quick cash grab? I think PS5 Pro, it's all you need, man. That's a mid-range. I'm sorry, not mid-range. Mid-generation upgrade, right? Well, that's what I mean by mid-range. Mid-generation upgrade. I think all you need is a PS5 Pro, man. I would not bother with... Unless they put like a powerful CPU, GPU or something. Because PS5 Pro, it's a mid-range. That's what I meant to say. Mid-generation range. Mid-generation. RDNA 3. Alright, let's check out the Grand Canyon, guys, huh? What do you say? What do you say? Goodbye, Las Vegas. Let's go check out the Grand Canyon. Mid-generation, that's what I meant to say by mid-range. I'm talking out of my ass. Mid-range. Mid-generation upgrade. So PS5 Pro, it's a mid-generation upgrade. It's between the PS5 and the upcoming PS6. So it's a mid-generation upgrade. That's what I mean by mid-range. It's the range between PS5 original and then the upcoming PS6, which will be RDNA 4. I believe that's what Mark Cerny said, right? Even though he doesn't call it RDNA 3, he calls it RDNA 2X, the big 3. But pretty much it's RDNA 3. So that's a mid-generation. That's what I meant by mid-range. That's a mid-generation console. And it's probably the best right now for the PS5. Like, if you want to enjoy the best that the PS5 can give you, that's it. That's the Pro. And if you want something better than PS5 Pro, you'll have to wait for PS6. That would be the next generation, RDNA 4. If I'm understanding what Cerny was saying correctly, you know, I don't know. Exactly. They did the same thing. They're doing, listen, this is a textbook. This is a textbook Sony's strategy. No different than what they've done with PlayStation 4, PlayStation 4 Slim, and PlayStation 4 Pro. And what came in after PlayStation 4 Pro? PlayStation 5. So they're doing the same thing with PlayStation 5. You got PlayStation 5 original, then you have PlayStation 5 Slim, and after the PS5 Slim, you got PS5 Pro. So it's just that's what they're doing, pretty much.
Clear for takeoff runway 1 right. Spirit wing 712.
And what was the PS4 Pro? PS4 Pro was a mid-generation upgrade. It's that gap between the PS4 and the PS5. That's where the PS4 Pro comes in. It comes in between that gap. So same thing with the PS5. The PS5 Pro, it's in that same mid-generation gap between the PS5 original and the PS6, whenever the PS6 comes out. And that's what I meant by the mid-range. When I was talking about the mid-range, that's the kind of range that I classify PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 5 Pro and PlayStation 4 Pro. So PlayStation 5 Pro and PlayStation 4 Pro, they're in that mid-range cycle. So people are not confused as to what I'm saying. They're in that mid-range cycle in between the original PS4 and the original PS5 prior to the release of PS6, and of course same thing with the PS4 Pro prior to the release of PS5 in 2020. And I don't know why some people can't seem to understand this. I told you, Black Rabbit, man. I don't want to spoil it. Jude Law, man, he's good. He's still a good actor. I like the whole story, man, about him helping his brother. I don't want to spoil the story and why is he helping him, you know, and there's much deeper than that story. But it reminded me of one of those 80s movies, you know, like 80s and 90s movies, you know, one brother helping another brother, you know. Netflix is still good. Let me tell you. When it comes to movies, I would say Netflix still makes good movies. I swear to God, Nevada looks like Mars. No, really.
Las Vegas Tower, Allegiant 287 ready for IFR departure, runway 1 right.
If I was going to film a low-budget movie about the Mars, Nevada certainly would be a place for me to film that movie. Of course, I would use some filters, some red filters, to make it look even more reddish. But Nevada certainly would be my location to film a red planet, you know.
Cleared for takeoff runway 1 right, Allegiant 60.
Wow. Look at that.
Allegiant 60, contact Las Vegas departure on 125.9er. Good day. for Allegiant 60.
No wonder they picked Area 51 to be here in Nevada. I mean, if you're going to do some tests, this is the perfect place to do it. Oh, I still have my PS4 Pro. Brandon, I still have it. I really want to buy a PS5 Pro next year. Hopefully, you know, I'll be able to buy it next year, hopefully. Considering, you know, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, it's coming. Considering PlayStation VR 2 with the Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, considering all of these games, man, are you kidding me? Wolverine, Grand Theft Auto 6 for crying out loud. For crying out loud. And even Ghost of Yotei, PS5 Pro Enhanced. Brandon, you should check it out, man. I'm sure it will look good on your... My God, man. It will look so amazing on your... I can only imagine, dude, how good it will look on your Pro. The Ghost of Yotei, man. I don't know what it is, Cammy, about that story. What do you know about this character? This female character. Why is she so vengeful? Why is she going on this revenge? Did this other clan killed her family or something, and now she's going on this vengeance, looking for the clan that murdered their family or something? Or if I'm understanding the story correctly. I mean, you don't have to spoil it too much, just a little bit. Not going to lie, man, your tail looks great. Not going to lie, man. I saw some footage in 4K, and I'm not going to lie, man. I'm not going to lie. Looks really good. I don't know. I haven't made my decision yet. If I'm going to buy it this week or not. I'm really tempted to buy it, to play it over the weekend. You know, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But I think if I do buy it, Cammy, I should play it myself first. Enjoy the experience myself. And then once I have enough hours playing the game, then maybe I can jump in and do a live stream. Right? It's like you said, you know, to properly get into a story, to experience the story, right, Cammy? You don't want to be bothered by chat and people talking on the chat and then you not paying attention to the conversation. Like games like this, right? They need to be it needs to be experienced, right? You like, I think you gave me that advice. You said, you know, you shouldn't stream certain games, Ed. You should like experience them first, and then when you have enough hours, and then you can later on, you know, a few weeks later, then later on, a few weeks later, when you have enough hours, then you can play it and stream it, talk about it. Because some games, they require that experience, right? And I think Ghost of Tsushima, Ghost of Yotei, it's one of those games that requires that immersive experience. Am I wrong about this? I think you gave me that advice, and I think you're right. What's up, Shuki?
Cleared for takeoff runway 1 right, southwest 468.
Shuki, Area 51. Where you at? Where you at, Shuki? Oh, Shuki, where are you? Shuki's in the back. He's sleeping. He's in the back. Yo, Shuki. Meow. Meow, meow. 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 He's sleeping. He's in the back. He's good. Yo, this is so surreal how real this is, man. I know it's fake, but my brain is telling me that it's real. So that's the kind of feeling I'm getting. I know that it's not real, but my brain is playing tricks on me. My brain is telling me, no, it's real, even though I know that it's not real. It's fake. But the brain is playing tricks.
Southwest 468, contact Las Vegas departure on 133 decimal
Yum,
right.
yum, 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 yum. What do you guys think I was talking about? I'm talking about a cat. I'm talking about a Shuki. I'm not talking about that other guy that lives in Pittsburgh. I don't care about him. Who cares about him? I'm talking about Shuki. The coolest cat ever that lived on this planet. And he got resurrected, and he's right here. I'm talking about Shuki. That's what I'm talking about. I don't. What do you guys think I'm talking about? Yes, Kemi. That's the best way to do it, man. I felt a lot of pressure when I was playing Death Stranding 2. A pressure where I was like trying to understand the story, but at the same time I had to read the chat. And everybody on the chat was just telling me about the game and what do I think, and yeah, same thing with the Assassin's Creed Shadow. Same thing. I think the best thing to do is just experience the game first, play the game first, and when you have enough hours and you understand the story and you're pretty much familiar with how to play it, then you can do first thoughts. Like here are my first thoughts on what I have played so far. The first 20 hours, right? Here's what I'm thinking so far in the first 20 hours. This is my first thoughts. Maybe that's what I should do. If I do play Yotei, I should play it for 20 hours and then do a follow-up video. Make a follow-up video and then give my first thoughts, first 20 hours, and what do I think? My opinion in the first 20 hours of Ghost of Yotei. I think that would be like probably the best way. I agree. I agree on that. So how you doing, Shuki, man? Did you have a dinner? What time is it? Did you eat your dinner? That's what I should do. Record a bunch of videos and then put those videos together on PlayStation Factory video editor and put them together and then upload the video directly from PlayStation and just talk about my experience and what I think. And put a bunch of videos as I'm talking. It's not a bad idea. And you can do it all. You can do all of that from PlayStation. You don't even need like a Final Cut Pro on your iMac. You don't even need Adobe Premiere on your PC or iMac. You don't need Sony Vegas. You can do, honestly, everything from PlayStation. You can put the video editing together from PlayStation. You can upload directly from PlayStation. You can live stream directly from PlayStation. This is something that PlayStation does really well that, of course, Xbox doesn't do. But this is the feature that PlayStation had for a long time. Like, you can also rewind. If something happened, there's something pretty cool that happened, you can rewind to that, like you told me, Kemi, to that specific moment that something happened, something cool, and you can take a video from that and record a video from that. And then you can use that video to put it in your video editing PlayStation Factory studio. And then you can put the video together of all the best moments that have happened. And you can upload that video. And you can do all of that directly from PlayStation. That's pretty cool, man, that you can do that directly from PlayStation. You know. And this is the feature that's been available since 2020. For 5 years. For 5 years now, it's the feature that has been there. Oh, you had your dinner around 5 o'clock? 5 o'clock? You had home-cooked pizza. Nice pizza, man. I'm eating apple. Guys, I'm shredding some weight, you know. I'm eating just like good stuff. Apple. Today I had a white meat chicken, some beans, a little bit of a mashed potato with a turkey sauce, and that's it. And a salad. I had a nice salad. And that's about it. I'm getting older, man. I got to look after myself, you know what I mean? Cholesterol and all that stuff, man. Ain't no joke. You know? I'm only getting older. I'm not getting younger. So, you know? It's like a car. You have to maintenance your car. You have to check the tires, check the pressure, check the alignments, check the oil, check the spark plugs, right? It ain't gonna do it by itself. So same thing with the body, right? If you don't maintenance your body, man, it ain't gonna do it by itself. People forget this, you know. People don't realize this. Because when you're younger, you don't think about it much. But once you're getting older, I'm in my late 40s. I'm 46. I'll be 47 next year. Getting closer to that 50, you know. Kemi it's 1 year older than me. He's 47. I can't believe Kemi will be 48 next year. Wow, dude. We're getting older. How old are you, Shuki? You're 40, right? I know Brendan is 40. Welcome to Nevada, guys. This is Nevada. There's really not much to see here. It's like Mars. If you want to see Mars, come to Nevada. Can I land here and walk around? Yes, I could. But it would be a bumpy ride. See any aliens? See any UFO? Hello? A UFO? '40s Club is great. I don't know. I think it sucks getting older, bro. I don't want to get old, man. I want to be forever young. Forever young. Like a Rod Stewart song. I want to be forever young, dude. Because when you get old, everything starts breaking down. It's like, it sucks, dude. When you're young, you got full energy, full everything, full testosterone. You're just ready to rock and roll, dude. But when you're getting older, man, something's breaking down. This breaks down, or maybe issues with this, issues with that. Well, some kind of problems, you know. We're such a fragile creatures, human beings. You know, people don't really realize that shit. Because when you're living in the moment, you have this mindset that, ooh, I'm a Superman, I can do whatever, you know, life is great. But then you all of a sudden you get old and you see a bunch of gray hairs or no hairs. And you got a problem with kidneys, you got a problem with this, erectile dysfunction, your testicles are swollen, some shit's going on, your ass is hurting, you know, you need to wear some glasses, you can't see. Yeah, it just sucks getting old, man. But we're such a fragile, deteriorating species. We're designed to deteriorate. No, think about that. We were born. At our prime, we were the best when we were the youngest. When we get to that mid-age, things starts kind of breaking down here and there. And then when you get really, really old, if you get to live that long, everything's breaking, everything's broken down, everything's like a zombie. And then you start to deteriorate. You can't even remember where you are. Where am I? Who am I? What's going on? And then you pass away. We as human beings, man, don't realize life is short. Whatever time you get, it's luck. You're lucky. You know, whatever time you get, consider yourself lucky. And if you're really healthy and you got good genes, consider yourself blessed. But that's not going to be the case with everybody. Not everyone's going to have a good genes coming from families. Some people will be born with side effects and other problems and other things. So, life is very interesting how it all works out. And then you see some of these sea turtles, bro. They get to live 500 years. Think about that. 500 years. They found this one sea turtle, dude. That's 500 years. Imagine that. 500 years. Imagine what that sea turtle has seen. What that sea turtle has witnessed. Oh my goodness. Huh? Just think about that. Think about that for a moment. Just think about that. So what do you guys think about the VR, huh? What do you guys think about the MetaQuest? The VR is working, huh? What am I saying? I can't justify paying money for VR, dude. I can't justify paying $300 for MetaQuest 3S. I can't justify that. Because it doesn't work. Nothing works, man. Just nothing works. Can't justify it. I can't justify that I paid $550 for PlayStation VR 2. I couldn't enjoy Gran Turismo 7. It was a horrible experience, man. I was getting like 5 frames. Right, Shuki? I mean, you barely were able to... It was just terrible. It was barely, maybe 3 frames. It was a horrible experience. In that HDR, in 110 field of view, it was disgusting. It's disgusting. Don't give me that look. You're gonna get exposed. When you say stupid shit on my channel, I will expose you because you're in the public domain. If you don't want to be exposed, don't come to my public domain. So next time, think about what you say. All right? Or otherwise, I'm just going to roast you for a long time till I feel like I don't feel like roasting you. It's like Joy the Poop, you know? Yeah. How often do I use Joy the Poop? Why you guys do this to yourself, it's beyond me. Think about the statements that you're making. Think about what you're saying. Okay? Or make a fool out of yourself. Be my guest. But just remember, you're on a public chat. Everything's documented. Everything you say here, it's documented. People are watching this. And they will be watching this. Maybe not right now. Oh, well. A year from now. 2 years from now. You know. But anyway. I'm not an asshole. I'm not a dickhead. But sometimes people give me no choice but to expose them because they ask for it. Like the other guy, the earth is not real. It's all holographic imagery. We don't exist. The moon doesn't exist. The space doesn't exist. It's all holographic imagery. The sun doesn't rise on the east, and it certainly doesn't set on the west. It's okay, guys. You can laugh it up. They did it to themselves. They did it to themselves. You should laugh. Laugh. It's a learning lesson. Next time, use your brain. Think before you open your mouth. Think before you start typing. When you want to say something publicly, think about what you're saying. But anyway, welcome to Nevada. Oh yeah, Kemi. And I can't wait for you to try it out. Seriously. It's not just the video games, Kemi. There's so many cool experiences, man. Watching movies in 3D. Recently, James Cameron teamed up with Meta. And Mark Zuckerberg had a keynote not too long ago. and he was talking about the partnership with James Cameron and partnership with other film studios to bring virtual reality and 3D cinema experience in the most unique possible way. It's just going to be amazing. I already looked at the trailer in VR. Kemi, I was blown away. The 3D VR trailer from Fire and Ash, from Avatar, it's something you have to see, Kemi. It's something that you need to see for yourself, to experience for yourself. It's hard for me to describe. Even right now, it's hard for me to describe how real this is. Looking at this mountain range in Nevada, that's on Nellis testing site. This is all Nellis testing site, where they tested these atomic bombs in the 50s during the Cold War. So for me, it's difficult to explain, and you can't really tell watching this video. You just see a 360 movement. You don't really have that fidelity presence of being inside this airplane to see what I'm seeing. So the only way for you to find out, Kemi, you have to buy the VR headset. This is the only way. But I'm telling you, you will not regret it. You will find so many endless experiences to have. Endless experiences, man. So many. Dude, you're looking for VR porn? It's there. Plenty of VR porn if you want it. You're looking for VR sport? It's there. You're looking for VR games? It's there. You're looking for VR experiences, social networking, VR experiences? It's there. Dude, they have all kinds of experiences out there, bro, that it will blow your mind, bro. It will blow your mind. It will blow your mind. But the only way you will know that, Kemi, is by trying it out. You have to try it out. This is the only way. And this goes for everybody. You have to try things out. This is the whole point. You have to try something to understand what it's like. There's a highway over here. But you will not regret it. Trust me. It will be the money well spent. Because I don't remember anybody complaining about when they purchased this. I don't remember anybody saying to me, "Oh my God, I hate my MetaQuest 3. This is a garbage. Oh my God." Who would say that? Well, a closed-minded person like that individual from last night, whom I banned and blocked, whose name I don't want to repeat. But I can roast him without mentioning his name. The same guy who never tried the ultra widescreen, but it's going to bash ultra widescreen. I could never play in ultra widescreen. That's horrible. How do you know it's horrible? You never tried it, huh? Anyway. But the only way for you to find out, Kemi, is by purchasing this VR headset. If you can find it for 300 Canadian, go for it, man. You don't have to go with the MetaQuest 3. You can go with the MetaQuest 3S. Maybe you can get the MetaQuest 3S for cheaper. Use the Oculus Rift. application. Use the link in your Quest to your Oculus Quest software on a PC. You can also link your Steam VR and you can play the games from Steam VR. Dude, there's so many applications you can play from to enjoy this VR experience. And when I tell you there's endless and endless of applications for you to experience on this device. And here's a good part, Kemi. You don't have to be tethered to a PC to use this. You can use this. This is a portable device. It doesn't require any computer for you to use this device. Even without a PC, you can use this. It has its own processing, CPU and GPU and memory RAM. Okay? You're not required to be tethered to anything. This is optional. What I'm doing right now, me connecting to a PC to play this is optional. It's not a mandatory. So you can still have a great experience with this VR headset even without the PC. And that's why this thing is so popular. That's why it's so successful. Because of that. And he probably has his 4090s and 5090s as a heat in that cabin too. I think he's just one of those guys. If you say the sun is rising on the east, he will say no, he won't. If you say it's 8 o'clock in the evening, he will say no, it's not 8 o'clock in the evening. If you say I'm having a dinner, he'll say why are you having a dinner? Like everything you like, he dislike. I noticed that about this guy, dude. Seriously. Because I pay a great... Listen, I analyze people. I analyze everybody, dude. Yes, I'm having a conversation with you, but I'm also analyzing you to see what you're all about. And this guy, not just on my live chat, but also on the 4K circle, on the Steam chat, having a conversation with him, it's all about what he likes. And if you don't like what he likes... Dude, how many times he contradicted himself about Battlefield 6? He goes like, that's it, I'm not buying Battlefield 6. I don't like it. And then he comes back again. Oh, I like Battlefield 6. I changed my mind. Like this guy, it's just thriving for the attention. And he thought if he throws some money at me, if he purchased some video games for me, that I'm going to be his little bitch or I'm going to dance to his tune. Guys, no money can buy me. I mean, if you want to pay for me, I'll take your money. I'm not going to say no. But you remember, you're doing that on your own free will. You're doing that shit on your own free will, all right? But don't think just because you throw money at me that all of a sudden I'm going to be a free dancing monkey. I'm going to dance to your tunes. And that's where he made a mistake. Oh, he got me to Farming Simulator 25 and he thought, oh, okay. Look, I'll play anything. If you give me a game for free, I'll play it. I don't give a shit. But don't think that you own me. Don't think now I'm going to agree with everything you say. Don't think I'm going to dance to your tunes, bro. That's not how it works. But in his mind, that's what he thought. But anyway, he already exposed himself. It is what it is. Hopefully he learned something from this. And I don't care if he doesn't. I don't like lose sleepless nights thinking about the individuals whom I banned. Whether they learned their lesson or didn't learn their lesson, I don't care. That's their problem, not my problem. You know. Wow, look at this Nevada, man. What a beautiful state. Look at this. Wow. I feel like Tom Cruise in this Cessna airplane. Oh man, I'm feeling nauseous, nausea. I feel a little bit nauseous, right? Oh my God. Oh, oh, oh. I know it's fake, but my God, I felt it. You know that gag reflex? Oh. Jesus, no. Higher altitude, please. Thank you. What a beautiful state. Nevada. Beautiful Nevada. Is that a UFO? What is that? You know, this is in real time, right? So if you were to fly this plane at the same exact location in Nevada, this is exactly what you would see. The same cloud formation, the same sunset position. This is exactly what you would see. And next year, you guys will be able to experience this on PlayStation VR 2, powered by PS5 Pro, with 110 field of view, 120 hertz, OLED screen, and high dynamic range, and spatial 3D audio. Oh my God. Oh my God. And we'll be able to fly together. We'll be able to land together, set up a base camp, a campfire, sit around, have a little podcast, chit chat. The only thing I would like to see a Sobo do is cockpit share. Cockpit share, it's the feature that we need. What is the cockpit share? Cockpit share would be me inviting you to sit here on the passenger side and ride along with me. And you can enjoy the flight together with me. And we can chit chat, we can talk right next to each other while we're doing a shared cockpit. Or we can invite some more people, 2 more people here in the back, and have a nice little podcast while we're flying. So, man, endless of possibilities with PlayStation VR 2. So I'm super excited for the next year, 2026. And I really need to buy that PS5 Pro, man, next year, especially with the Grand Theft Auto 6, you know. We're entering a higher altitude, so things will get dicey from here on. From here on out, things will get dicey because we're entering this high altitude mountain range. I believe we are in Utah. If I'm not mistaken, I think Utah. Like I said, this is a little bit dicey, you know. Navigating through these mountain ranges, you know. Yeah. I certainly don't want to go through this mountain range because this Cessna airplane, it's not really designed for high altitude, and I'm not going to risk it, you know. You have to play it smart, guys. Smart. So what's the altitude with this guy? I think it's 14,000 feet. I think 14, let's see, 14,000 feet. I think it's 14,000 feet. Let's see how far. I'm not sure if this plane can reach 14,000 feet. But we'll find out. We'll find out shortly. Okay, we're close to 7,900. We just passed 7,800. So 8,000 feet. 8,000 feet. All right, so 8,000 feet. But you would keep it at 7,800 feet. So to be exact, you can do 8,000 feet. But you want to keep it at 7,800 feet, so that way you don't stall. So 8,000 feet, it's the best this plane can do. And it's really designed for scenery. Which is still great. You know. That's nice. So you'll be buying MetaQuest. Which one? MetaQuest 2 or 3? In November. MetaQuest 2 is still good, but there's some features that you won't be able to enjoy with MetaQuest 2. With MetaQuest 3, you get to enjoy all these features that the MetaQuest certainly has. If you can get MetaQuest 3S, go with the MetaQuest 3S. It's similar to MetaQuest 3. You know, there's some stuff missing in there, but it's very identical. But if you can get this MetaQuest 3, this is certainly the best. Look at the detail. You can see the dirt on the wings. You can see the dirt on the windshield. Look at that level of detail, man. That's so cool. And you can even see the moon. You can even see the moon out there. It sure as hell look real to me. It sure as hell look real to me. This feels so real. Here we are, like 1 hour and a half into this flight. It looks so real. One hour and a half, man. 1 hour and 30 minutes. We started from Las Vegas, McCarran Airport, and we went up north. I believe this is still Utah. So just keep in mind this airplane, this Cessna, it's perfect for, just like Skyhawk 172 and this airplane, they're perfect for a scenery. If you want to see the scenery, if you want to check out the scenery, I would recommend these Cessna planes. Certainly Skyhawk 172 is definitely my number one choice. But besides the Skyhawk, this is a good one too. Just keep in mind the altitude's like 8,000 feet, so you gotta know where you're flying. Don't take this airplane to Himalayas, all right? It ain't gonna work. Okay. And don't take Skyhawk 172 to Himalayas. It ain't gonna work. It's such a high altitude. Alexa, stop. Thank you. She's listening. She's always listening. Never stops listening. Just remember that. Alexa, it's always listening. I believe we're going to Colorado. We're going east. I don't know if that's a good idea that we're going to Colorado. We were just talking about a high altitude. And there's Rocky Mountains, high altitude Rocky Mountains range. No, Alexa, please stop. Alexa, stop. I'm not asking you. Alexa, thank you. Because I was just talking about high altitude. Alexa, please stop. Thank you. Jesus Christ. If I need your help, Alexa, I will ask for it. Okay? As I was saying, don't interrupt me, Alexa. High altitude. Jesus Christ, Alexa. Okay, just forget about the high altitude, alright? Just forget about Colorado and Rocky Mountain. Alexa, stop. Jesus. God. Man, can't even talk these days, man. Without being interrupted. So yeah, we're going east and we're going to Colorado. So the mountains are very high, high. And I don't know if it's a good idea that we're going to Colorado. Because as you all know, Rocky Mountains, they're pretty high up. They're pretty high up. And this airplane can only go 8,000 feet. And those Rocky Mountains are a much higher elevation. I think some of them go up to 12,000 feet, 14,000 feet. So, you know, because this airplane can only do elevation of 8,000 feet. And look where we are, middle of nowhere. If I crash here, I mean, I'm middle of nowhere, dude. And it's going to be getting dark pretty soon. But the whole point of this live stream really was for me to show you how good it looks, you know. And again, when it comes to VR, it is something you have to experience. It is really hard for me to explain to you what it feels like unless you actually try it yourself. Well, Shuki, you have a meta quest. I don't see any reason why you can't enjoy this. I mean, you purchased that VR headset to enjoy it, correct? Well, enjoy it. Every product that I purchase, I enjoy it, man. I test everything. I experience all of the above that each product can give me, you know. Because there's so many cool experiences you could be experiencing, Shuki. I don't know what you're doing, you know. I don't hold your hands. I don't live with you, so I don't know. But man, you're missing out when it comes to MetaQuest. There's so many cool things you can do with this device. Dude, you're missing out. It's not just the video games, but there's so many other cool things. Just go to VR chat, bro. Oh my god, just go to VR chat and you'll see the kind of experiences you can find. You love cars? Listen, if you love cars, there's so many car games and car applications within VR chat. Oh my god. And that's just the VR chat. That's just VR chat. Wow, look at this. Wow, 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 wow. Look how low I'm flying. Absolutely. Absolutely, Shuki. You have MetaQuest 3 and you haven't experienced Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 in VR. You're missing out. I'm telling you, you're missing out. You're missing out. You know, this is not some like generic scenery. This is actually real scenery. In real time, real scenery. And I think this is what's so amazing about this experience. You're not experiencing this as some kind of generic version of Utah. This is a realistic satellite imagery scenery of this terrain in real time. The cloud formation, it's in real time. The way the sun is setting, it's in real time. So I don't know how much more real can you get than what you're getting here. And I think that's what makes Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 so unique in VR. And next year, for all of you who have PlayStation VR 2, you will be able to enjoy this, but in a much, much, much better fidelity. With a 110 field of view, OLED screen, 120 Hz refresh rate, and eye tracking, and of course, high dynamic range. Beautiful high dynamic range with the OLED panel and 110 field of view. It's just going to be so good. And the eye tracking, it's going to be a main factor where you can follow up on what you're looking at specifically, just like in real life. And focus, that's what I mean by eye tracking. You can focus on a specific button, on a specific instrument, right? And it's going to be such an amazing experience. And of course, 3D audio, spatial 3D audio that Sony has. All of this is going to add to that extra realism. And I can't wait. Honestly, it's probably going to be the best VR Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 experience. Period. This is good, but it's not great. It's good. It's not great. It's still kind of soft. The image is soft. It's not super clean. It's not super detailed. It's good, but it's not great. However, with PlayStation VR 2, and for you, Shuki, you have PS5 Pro and PlayStation VR 2. You are going to benefit greatly because you will be enjoying a enhanced PS5 Pro version of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 with PlayStation VR 2. So, man, you're all set. You're all set for next year. And you're also all set for Grand Theft Auto 6 next year as well. So you're pretty much all set. You can see that dirt on the wings. Look at the dirt. Look at the detail, the dirt on the wings. I still haven't played the Batman Arkham Shadows, but I really want to play it. Look at that dirt. Dirt on the wings, man. You can even see the dirt on the windshield. Wow. I can't believe it's already been 1 hour and 51 minutes of me flying. But it's a beautiful flight, isn't it? Beautiful 2 hours. Nice and relaxing. Sometimes you need to relax, enjoy yourself, you know? Flying, it's a very what's the word I'm trying to use? I can't even describe what I'm trying to say. It's a very relaxing experience. All right. There was another word I was looking for, but my brain is not working right now. I couldn't remember the word in a dictionary. It's a very relaxing experience. And you can listen to music. You see, if I wasn't live streaming, I would be listening to Spotify. That's right. I would be listening to Spotify. MetaQuest 3 has a Spotify application. You can use this. You could play Spotify application directly from MetaQuest. Yeah. You can play Spotify directly from MetaQuest. So if I wasn't live streaming, because obviously I cannot play any music while I'm live streaming, you know, copyrights reasons. But if I wasn't live streaming, if I was just enjoying this myself, I usually listen to music and relax, you know. That's beautiful. Look at that. Wow. Wow, that is beautiful. 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 Wow. Wow. Beautiful sunset. Wow, wow, wow. It's beautiful, man. Wow. Wow, look at this. Oh my God. Wow. It's a Grand Canyon. Wow, dude. It's a Grand Canyon, guys. Right, Shuki? Sure as hell looked like a Grand Canyon. Well, let's go in. Let's go dive into the Grand Canyon. Why not? Wow. Whoa. 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 Oh my God. 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 I'm like Tom Cruise, man, flying this airplane, for real. I'm like Maverick. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wow. It's never a boring live stream, is it? When was the last time you had a boring live stream with me? When was the last time? I can't remember. Do you know why I can remember? Because it never happened. A boring live stream never happened. Not on Mr. 4K's watch. Oh my God. It never happened. And it will never happen. It's never going to be a boring live stream on Mr. 4K's watch. Never. Okay? That's just a fact. Never. Exactly. Thank you. Wow, look at this. They did a good job with this new update. I have to admit, Asobo did a good job. It took about how many months? 9 months. But after 9 months, it was worth it. Didn't Charlton Heston say he filmed Planet of the Apes around here somewhere? Didn't he say he filmed it around here somewhere? In Utah? I could swear Charlton Heston said that he filmed Planet of the Apes around here somewhere. I could be wrong, I don't know. But if I remember watching documentary, the making of Planet of the Apes, I think Charlton Heston said that it was here somewhere in Utah. They filmed the Planet of the Apes. I know Broken Arrow was filmed in Utah. John Travolta, Broken Arrow. That was a great movie. I would say Face Off and Broken Arrow, two best John Travolta movies, man. Sure, Pulp Fiction, of course. Pulp Fiction, of course, but Broken Arrow and Face Off was so good. Actually directed by the same guy, John Woo. John Woo was so underrated, dude. Look at the movies he did. Hard Target with Jean-Claude Van Damme and Lance Henriksen. Hard Boiled. Face Off. Broken Arrow. And what else did he do? Mission Impossible 2. Mission Impossible 2 was so underrated, man. I think it's one of the best Mission Impossibles. Mission Impossible 2. So yeah, John Woo, man. Very underrated film director. Seriously. Yeah, he's an action film director. He does use a lot of slow motion. But it looks so beautiful, man. Wow. Look at this, man. All right, it's time for us to exit the Grand Canyon. There we go. Wow, that was great. What the hell is that? Are those cars? Yeah, they're cars. It's a highway. Oh, we got some more Grand Canyon. This just makes me realize how big this country is, United States of America. You know, like that's why when my cousins, when they ask me, what's it like to live in America? And I'm like, well, I can't really tell you. I can only tell you what it's like to live in Florida. But I can't really tell you what it's like to live in America because it's such a huge country, man. You look at Alaska, you look at Southwest, Midwest, Pacific Northwest, Northeast, Southeast, Deep South. I mean, it's hard to describe, you know, America and what it's like to live here. Because it's such a huge place, man. Such a juggernaut of a place. Then you got Hawaii, Alaska, right? So I can only tell you what it's like to live in one state. I can tell you what it's like to live in Florida, but I really can't tell you what it's like to live in America because it's such a huge place, man. Look at this. And then you have Alaska. Just look at the size of Alaska. Just look at the size of Texas. Oh my God, dude. Look at the size of California, right? I mean, look at Nevada, Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, even Utah, Minnesota, Iowa, Oregon, Washington State, Wyoming, Montana. Look at Montana. Western Virginia. Western parts of North Carolina. Eastern parts of North Carolina. Ohio. Tennessee. I mean, we can go on and on. Upstate New York, even Pennsylvania. I mean, it's just the size of these states, man. It's just, and then you got Alaska, then you got Hawaii, then you have Texas, even Arizona, Nevada, California. I mean, there's even Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, New Hampshire, Massachusetts. Look how beautiful it is, man. It's breathtaking. Breathtaking. No wonder Charlton Heston decided to film Planet of the Apes here. Made total sense. Of course. You got it right. USA number one. You got it right, brother. Such a beautiful country. Surrounded by Atlantic Ocean and Pacific Ocean. And Gulf of Mexico and Gulf of America. Whichever way you want to call it. I like to call it Gulf of America. I don't know, it just sounds better. Just kidding. You can call it Gulf of Mexico and America. But the point being is, we got Caribbeans. Dude, I think people are jealous of this country. That's what it is, bro. People are jealous of us. I always wonder, why do we have so many enemies? And then I realize why we have so many enemies. They're jealous. Everything we do is cool. Our military is cool. Everything's cool. Everything we do, it's cool. Our movies are cool. It's just everything's cool. Our cities are cool. I think they're just jealous. It's what it is. Jealousy. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now, guys, it's jealousy. Hold on. I have to fix this. There you go. Hold on. There you go. Sorry about that. My apologies. Sorry, guys. Well, how long have I been flying? Wait. Hold on a second. Wait. Sorry, guys. My mirror is not showing up for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why. There we go. Now it's showing up. There it is. Now it's there. Sorry about that. How long we've been flying? 2 hours? Two hours and 23 minutes. Well, welcome to Colorado. I believe we're in Colorado right now. I think. If I'm not mistaken. So we've flown all the way from Las Vegas, Nevada, through Utah, and now Colorado, the western part of Colorado. That's amazing. What was it? 2 hours and 2 hours and 26 minutes. This was amazing, man. This live stream, this 2 hours and 26 minutes, I think you guys will enjoy it. When you rewatch this live stream, I think you will enjoy it. Such a beautiful scenery, Grand Canyon, Nevada desert. Beautiful scenery, beautiful flight. Two hours and 27 minutes of beautiful scenery. that a highway? Yeah, it is a highway. Welcome to Colorado. The western part of Colorado, of course, not the eastern part of Colorado. Because if you go more towards eastern part of Colorado, then we'll see a lot of Rocky Mountains and higher altitude, obviously. This is so amazing. This is probably one of my favorite flights I have ever done, honestly, on a live stream, because it's so beautiful. The scenery is just beautiful. Wow. Beautiful Colorado. Colorado is another beautiful state. Oh my God. Look at Colorado Springs. Look at Boulder. Look at Aspen. Aspen, oh my God. Oh, I can't wait. Honestly, Brendan, for me, you, Shuki, to put on our PlayStation VR 2 headsets, to fly together. Oh my Lord. Then turn on a party chat, talk to each other on a party chat. It's going to be so beautiful. I'm telling you right now, Brendan. It's going to be an amazing, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful experience. And on top of that, we have Grand Theft Auto 6. Grand Theft Auto 6 on top of that. And Wolverine on top of that. 2026 is going to be a great year, man. I have a feeling 2026 is going to be a great year. I just have a feeling. Look how beautiful the cockpit is on this plane. You got the LED lights. You got the LED lights right here on a dashboard, on a cockpit. See that LED light? And you got one over here too. It's a beautiful plane. It's lit up nicely with LEDs. This is probably the plane that I recommend to everybody to fly in VR, because the whole point of flying in VR, it's scenery. So you want that low altitude so you can enjoy the scenery, right? That's why I love this plane, because it's perfect for scenery. And for the VR, you want the scenery, right? So you want to be able to enjoy the scenery. So this is why I recommend this plane. Welcome to Colorado. Nevada, Utah, Colorado. 3 states within 2 hours and 43 minutes. Now we're just entering western part of Colorado, but we are in Colorado technically. Just the western part of Colorado. We're not close to Rocky Mountains yet, obviously. That's a higher altitude. But yeah, this was a beautiful live stream, honestly. I think you guys will agree. I hope you guys will agree. It was a beautiful live stream. I usually listen to music when I'm flying and checking out the scenery. Look at the moon. There's the moon over there. You can see the stars, the moon, everything. I usually listen to Spotify. Like, the only reason I'm not listening to Spotify right now, Brendan, it's because I'm live streaming. So, you know, I don't want to get any copyright, penalties on YouTube. So I'm trying to avoid copyright penalties. But if I was not live streaming, if I was just flying, in my own private time, I listen to Spotify. I listen to Johnny Cash, Elvis Presley, Willie Nelson, Chris Christopherson, what else do I listen to? I listen to some Depeche Mode, Metallica, Megadeth, The Prodigy. Sometimes I listen to DJ Tiesto. It depends what kind of mood I'm in, Sometimes I'll just listen to Hans Zimmer, because Hans Zimmer music, it's so captivating and so uplifting. Sometimes I'll just listen to Hans Zimmer soundtrack. Sometimes I'll listen to John Williams soundtrack. It really depends on my mood, what my mood is, honestly. But normally I listen to Spotify when I'm flying in a Microsoft Flight Simulator. I listen to Spotify when I'm driving American Truck Simulator. I listen to Spotify. So when I'm playing simulators, I usually listen to Spotify. Sometimes I'll listen to Art Bell, the archives of Art Bell Radio, Coast to Coast AM, right? On my private time, when I am flying like this, I'll listen to Art Bell, and there's nothing better than listening to Art Bell when you're flying into these horizons of beautiful frontier of America, United States of America, right? Especially the western part of America. I'll listen to Art Bell radio show, archives. You know, I believe that's a highway over there. I was right. This is highway in Colorado. Not sure what the name is of this highway, but it's certainly a highway. All right, guys. Well, man, that was great. That was one of the best 3 hours of flight. Yeah, you can see stars, you can see everything, dude. Like you look up in the sky, you can see the Orion's constellation. You can see other constellations. You can see the moon. Um, you can see the reflection of the clouds from the light that it's reflecting from the sunset into the sky. You can see the lights down on a highway. You can see the cars passing by. You've seen the Grand Canyon when we're going down very low through Grand Canyon and that river bank that goes around the Grand Canyon, inside the Grand Canyon. I believe that was in Utah. In Nevada, man, just looks like Mars. 3 hours of just amazing scenery. Now, it's a one thing you guys watching this through live stream, but it's a whole different experience when you put on a headset. To truly appreciate how good this is, you have to put on a VR headset. That's the only way. And this is the only way you'll know how good it is, till you put on the VR headset. You will never know until you put on the VR headset. And you're going to say, wow. But don't worry. Pretty soon, next year, for those of you who have a PlayStation VR 2, pretty soon you guys will be able to enjoy this experience in the best possible way. With 110 field of view, OLED panel, high dynamic range with a really nice peak brightness, high dynamic range with a beautiful peak brightness and OLED panel with HDR, high dynamic range, HDR, high dynamic range, eye tracking, 120 hertz refresh rate. I already mentioned 110 field of view, spatial 3D audio from Sony. It's just going to be a beautiful, beautiful experience. I really can't wait till next year. It's really going to be the best PlayStation VR 2 experience next to the Gran Turismo 7. And there's no question about it. This is going to be the best experience in VR for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. There's no question about it. And more people will be able to enjoy it because a lot of people have PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 5 Pro, and I think by now a lot of people have PlayStation VR 2. So it's really going to be an amazing experience. Then you turn on the party chat, you talk to your friends, and listen to some music, and oh man, it's going to be great. Oh, you're buying a $200 version because you want to have all the planes in VR too. I don't blame you. You certainly get a lot of good stuff for $200. You get a pretty good amount of airplanes for you to experience in PlayStation VR 2. I'm so excited for PlayStation VR 2 version. I really am. Next year, and next year is going to be an amazing year for video games. Honestly, I think for video games next year is going to be just bananas. It's going to be, I have a feeling it's going to be one of the best years for gaming in a while. In a while. If you look at the lineup of games that are coming out, the big one, of course, Grand Theft Auto 6, Wolverine, Gears of War, E-Day, Emergence Day, James Bond, 007 James Bond game. I forgot the name of the title. It's coming out in March. Yeah. How awesome is that? We have Resident Evil 9, Requiem, Resident Evil 9, Requiem. I mean, the lineup of games 2026 just looks amazing, you know. And we're starting in February with Resident Evil 9. And then after that, in March, with James Bond 007. It's going to be a great year for video games. I can't wait. And then you got Wolverine, of course, from Insomniac. And then, of course, the big one, the big behemoth, Grand Theft Auto 6. And on top of that, PlayStation VR 2, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. 2026 is shaping up to be an amazing year for video games. For sure. There's no question about that. All right, Brendan, I have to get going. I hope you enjoy this 3 hours of flight in VR. I hope this gives some of you who are on the fence about the VR, hopefully this gives you some idea how good VR is. But to truly understand how good VR is, you have to try it yourself. Don't listen to naysayers. Try things out for yourself, all right? Don't listen to naysayers. If I listened to naysayers, I would be living in a cocoon. My experience in life would be zero. You can't listen to the noise. You can't listen to other people. Try things out for yourself, man. That's my advice to everybody. Try things out for yourself. Don't listen to other people. Don't listen to the noise. You know. When someone tells me, oh, this game is terrible, I don't want to play it. That's exactly why I want to play it. Because the person says it's terrible. When someone tells me, don't try this product, it's terrible, that's exactly why I want to try it. I want to see why it's so terrible. You know, so I never listen to the noise. I try things out for myself, you know. Good night, Brendan. Good night, Shuki. Good night, Kemi. Thank you, guys. Love you. Appreciate you. And I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.